Hello and welcome back to TechFrame. Camping has always been about survival, exploration, and connecting with nature. But in the last decade, inventors and outdoor gear companies have gone absolutely wild with ideas that blur the line between practicality and madness. Some of these camping inventions are revolutionary, while others are so bizarre, they make you wonder if anyone really asked for them. From tents that float on water to stoves powered by twigs, here are 20 camping inventions that are completely insane. The floating tent that lets you sleep on water. Imagine a tent that doesn't just sit on the ground, but floats on a lake. The Shoal Tent is an inflatable raft combined with a camping tent, allowing you to literally camp on water. No worries about rocks, mud, or uneven ground. It's waterproof, windproof, and one of the most surreal camping inventions you'll ever see. The idea of waking up surrounded by nothing but water is both terrifying and exhilarating. A hammock tent that hangs in the trees. Forget sleeping on the hard forest floor. The Tencel tree tent lets you suspend your tent between 3 trees, creating a hovering shelter in midair. It combines the comfort of a hammock with the security of a tent. No bugs crawling in, no wet ground. Just you swinging a few feet above the earth like you're in a futuristic jungle pod. Solar-powered inflatable lights. One of the most ingenious yet insane inventions is the LumenAid solar light. It folds flat like a plastic pouch, charges during the day, and inflates into a glowing lantern at night. No batteries, no kerosene. Just sunlight turned into a portable glowing balloon. Perfect for long trips, and it even floats on water. A stove that charges your phone. The BioLite camp stove burns twigs and sticks but converts the heat into electricity that charges your devices. Imagine cooking dinner while simultaneously charging your smartphone with fire. It's survival gear straight out of a sci-fi novel, and people swear by it for off-grid adventures. A tent that sets itself up in seconds. The days of wrestling with tent poles are over. The Quenchua 2-second pop-up tent literally sets itself up when you throw it into the air. No instructions, no struggle, no cursing in the dark. It just springs open like magic. Taking it down might be a bit tricky, but setup is insanely fast. The heated sleeping bag. Cold nights are the bane of every camper. Enter the Thermarest heated sleeping bag, which uses rechargeable heating pads to keep you toasty even in freezing weather. It's like bringing an electric blanket to the wilderness. Comfort meets insanity. Glow-in-the-dark rope and stakes. You know the pain of tripping over tent ropes at night. Glow-in-the-dark guy lines and stakes solve this in the most ridiculous yet effective way. They absorb sunlight during the day and shine neon green at night, making your campsite look like a UFO landing zone. A camping coffee maker. For coffee addicts, there's the AeroPress Go, a portable coffee maker that brews espresso-quality coffee in the wild. It's compact, durable, and makes camping mornings far less miserable. Some campers claim this invention is more important than their tent. A backpack that doubles as a sleeping bag. Yes, it exists. Some companies created a transforming backpack that carries your gear during the day but unfolds into a sleeping bag at night. It sounds practical, but the sheer concept is insane. Your luggage literally turns into your bed. Fire starter that works even when wet. The Exotac Nano Striker is a tiny ferro rod fire starter that works even if it's soaked. Campers have long relied on matches and lighters, but this pocket-sized gadget throws sparks hot enough to light damp wood. It looks like a pin, but can save your life. Portable campfire in a can. The Radiate Portable Campfire is a wax and recycled paper-filled tin that burns for hours. You just light it up, and you've got a smokeless, controlled campfire anywhere. No collecting firewood, no ashes, no hassle. It's like carrying a piece of civilization into the woods. The inflatable camping couch. If you've ever wanted luxury in the wilderness, inflatable couches like the Lamzac Air Lounger are pure madness. You scoop air into them, roll the ends, and you've got a giant, comfy sofa right at your campsite. Not exactly primitive camping, but insanely fun. A sleeping bag with arms and legs. Known as the Selk bag, this invention is basically a wearable sleeping bag suit. You can walk, cook, or even chop wood while staying warm inside your human cocoon. It looks ridiculous, but campers who hate being stuck inside a traditional sleeping bag love it. A tent with built-in LED lights. The Big Agnes Mountain Glow tent comes with integrated LED light strips sewn into the fabric. Instead of fumbling with lanterns, you just flip a switch and your tent glows like a cozy cabin. It's both insane and practical. Bear-proof cooler that survives anything. The Yeti Tundra cooler is so tough, it's certified bear-resistant. Bears can claw, bite, and sit on it, but they won't get your food. It's basically a portable fortress for your drinks and snacks. Some campers joke it could survive a car crash. A portable hot shower. The Nemo Helio pressure shower lets you enjoy a warm shower at your campsite. You pump it up with your foot and it sprays like a real shower. For some, this invention ruins the roughing it spirit of camping, but for others, it's pure bliss. Ultralight titanium spork. Why carry a fork, spoon, and knife when you can carry one tool that does it all? The titanium spork is feather-light, indestructible, and ridiculously over-engineered for eating beans. Yet, it becomes an essential for hardcore backpackers. On the surface, the spork seems like a simple, logical solution to a minor inconvenience. However, the modern ultralight titanium spork represents a level of obsessive refinement that borders on insanity. This isn't your childhood plastic spork from a fast food restaurant. This is an aerospace-grade eating utensil meticulously designed to save a few precious grams in a backpacker's load. The choice of titanium is central to its madness. This is a metal used in jet engines and surgical implants, prized for its phenomenal strength-to-weight ratio and resistance to corrosion. Applying this level of material science to a tool for scooping chili out of a bag is the definition of a glorious overkill. The camping drone. Some companies now market drones made for campers that carry small supplies, scout trails, or even deliver emergency messages. While the idea is insane, it's also a glimpse into the future of wilderness exploration. The introduction of drones into the pristine wilderness is perhaps the most controversial and paradigm-shifting invention on this list. It catapults camping from a low-tech escape into a high-tech, digitally mediated experience. The insanity of the camping drone isn't just in its existence, but in the profound implications it has for the very definition of roughing it. The potential applications are straight out of a science fiction film. Imagine standing at a fork in a trail, unsure which path leads to the summit. Instead of guessing, you deploy a drone that flies a kilometer ahead, beaming back live video of the terrain, confirming the correct route and identifying potential hazards like a flooded creek or a fallen tree. For a group of rock climbers, a drone could carry a rope to an otherwise unreachable anchor point. In a dire emergency, a drone could be the only hope, flying above the tree canopy to send an SOS signal or delivering a critical medical kit to an injured hiker. A tent that charges electronics. The Kaleidoscope solar tent is covered with solar panels that collect sunlight during the day and power your gadgets at night. It's futuristic, glowing, and makes your campsite look like something from a sci-fi festival. This invention takes the humble tent, a passive shelter designed for protection, and transforms it into an active power station. The concept is both brilliant and utterly insane, fundamentally altering the relationship between a camper and their environment. The core idea is to integrate flexible, lightweight photovoltaic fabric directly into the tent's rainfly. Throughout the day, as the sun beats down, the tent silently harvests solar energy, storing it into the integrated lithium-ion battery pack. As dusk falls, the tent begins to glow, not just from the internal LED lights it powers, a marvel in itself, but from the very energy it has soaked up from the sky. This stored power is then accessible through USB ports, ready to charge your GPS device, smartphone, camera batteries, or headlamp. A camping lantern that doubles as a speaker. The M-powered Lucy speaker lantern combines a Bluetooth speaker with a solar lantern. It lights up your camp and blasts music at the same time. Some campers love it, while purists consider it absolute insanity. Either way, it's fun. Camping just got weird. Camping used to mean roughing it with a canvas tent, a sleeping bag, and maybe a flashlight. But today's inventions blur the line between wilderness survival and luxury glamping. Some are life-saving, like the BioLite stove or wet fire starter, while others are just plain ridiculous, like the inflatable couch or wearable sleeping bag suit. One thing is clear. These 20 insane camping inventions prove that the outdoors is no longer just about surviving. It's about innovating, experimenting, and sometimes even laughing at the absurdity of what humans create for roughing it.